This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Hey gang, Smalarie here, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. Before this video starts, I just wanted to say thank you so much for 200 subscribers. I literally could not have imagined like ever having a channel with 200 subs. But anyway, I'm going to do this. I think it's gonna start getting pretty spooky, so my warnings that the videos are ever more prevalent now. But, alright, let's read this. Yuri? Thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least, I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it will be fine. I took Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so that's very considerate of you to do. No, I would have been really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. That would have been even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there! I snatched Yuri's wrist away as she's in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. What's in there? I want to know what is inside of that thing. Also, sorry for the spacing out of videos. I was gonna record literally the next day, completely forgot to. I'm so sorry. But anyway, I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Yes. I have a few things planned that you could help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know, mood lighting. What the fuck? Aromatherapy candles. That is such a big word. I've never heard that word before. Oh, wow. Didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I wanted to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although, many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. Sorry for the random cut. I just wanted to check if my recording was actually still, recording. Ever since that last time, I have been super spooked. I think that's another reason why I, stopped uploading videos for a minute, because I was just really worried about all my tech and stuff. Anyway, I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. And kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah? Like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows with black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, it'd be pretty neat. What's the wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with her? Another big word. It's like quiz complete. Whatever that word is. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Yeah, because I don't know the word. Huh. Is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils and herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins spouting through a small hole at the top. Wow, this smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel the flow through your body. You'll feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that'll be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable. But you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are these for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut the pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then, we can fasten the paper under the ribbons to create a doorway to the curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract someone to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I took it a little intensive, as you put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it still me, or is she becoming more relaxed? Just the two of us. Just the two. I already did that joke, I'm sorry. Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, Smalarie. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I read that as the two of us geek out. It's like, ooh, look, this word. I love this word. Me too. I love this hard word too. They're really hard. They're nerding out about like that. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Same! Oh, I have bad handwriting. Oh my god. That's why I type everything, and I prefer digital. Because my handwriting is so trash. That's OBS. Why did I open OBS? I somehow clicked out of the game. Okay. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon under her desired length. Then, she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Huh? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're gonna think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and the feeling of danger, maybe. What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you go about sharing. It's a very interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife in my index finger. Ow! Smalarie! Why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it, noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Ah! Without warning, Yuri puts my finger into her mouth and licks the wound.
What?
I feel her... Not reading that! Startled instantly, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, face burning up. Yuri, that is the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm so sorry, I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird and took me by surprise. But I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yeah, Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Right, you know what? Might be a little stupid. This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. I don't like this. I don't like this game anymore. Can we play a different game? Smalarie! Did you really just do that? Now we're even. I fucking guess? What? Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. Bitch, you did it first! I knew it would be a bad idea. Not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Smalarie. You have a knife fetish, bitch! Yuri giggles shyly. Huh? Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, I already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. Thank God! I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Why did I sound like this? Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to help buy the paint tablets. That's right. One of the items Yuri asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water? I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water, if that's okay. If you fill the cups too much, it will be too diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bringing it back to my room. Yuri? Yes? I come to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, putting it back over her arm. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for a sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Yeah, neat. What are you gonna write? Well, it'll be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on the opposite sides so we won't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as color guide when we will paint. Kinda reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class project we had back then. It's relaxing. Huh. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I don't mean it like that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it's fun. I'm glad you feel that way, too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't really need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like it when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple, like reading, it doesn't even matter if we talk too much. Just having a friend next to me makes things a little bit more nicer. I like to think that it's all that it takes for me to be happy. That's so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel a way about things like anime games where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over to the banner to grab an unused paintbrush. But I move at the same time, causing my hand to bump into hers. Gah! Sorry! Yuri reels back, and I quickly lift my hand in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just started late, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's cheeks and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel. I'll get a towel right away. It's not my day. Again. For like the third time. I promise. I speak normally. I don't stutter all the time. Forgive me. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Oh. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Is something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Huh? Just for a little longer. It feels really nice. I keep my hand still against Yuri's cheek. That's it, neck, I think. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Does the aroma of jasmine oil give me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrap around my wrist, sending a tingle sensation to my arm. And suddenly, her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a minute ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry, I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore that event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finish filling up the nice sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's pretty and natural looking. I think it came up better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. You gonna add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't it take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here, than have you bring it in for me. I can do the lettering in the classroom before the event starts. Is that okay? Yeah, it's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's any more for us to do here. Phew. You say that like you were glad it's over. Was I wrong for assuming that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? But no, it's not that. I'm just glad we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we'd have a little extra time after finishing the work. Well... Whoa, I just choked. Sorry about that. Yuri thinks to herself. I think it would be too irresponsible for me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there'd be a little more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah. so I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out to the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. Glad I was able to help. Just let me know if you need anything else. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then. Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait. I kind of say that without thinking. But today. It's fine that we didn't have much time as we wanted. Because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come by. Or we can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble on my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I was trying to say, so... You're very thoughtful, Smalarie. Yuri takes a step closer to me, and briefly squeezes my hand. Whoa! I kind of like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get to the chance, as suddenly Yuri pulls back. Sayori? Huh? Ah! Hi, Smalarie. Sayori! Just now, we weren't...
It's okay, Smalarie. I just stopped by to say hi.
Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I have to be on my way to leave.
Oh, really? That's too bad.
I'm sorry, but we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right?
Of course.
Sayori beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today.
Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come over here and see it for myself.
See what? What are you talking about?
You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you made such good friends. That's all that really matters to me.
Tears streak down Sayori's face.
That's all that really matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Smalarie? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear.
Sayori, don't say that.
It's true, Smalarie. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monika was right. I should just...
Monika? Monika was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not gonna let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So, even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm gonna be by your side until you don't feel any more pain.
But...
Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her.
I'm scared, Smalarie. I'm really scared.
What are you scared of, Sayori?
I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me.
Sayori?
It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Smalarie. I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And...
That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hands down Sayori's arms and squeeze her hand in my own. Remember how I said I'd always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordless, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. That's what I'm going to give to you. Oh! Fuck! Oh, I have two options. I love you, and you'll always be my dearest friend. Oh, man. I'm sticking to my guns on the Sayori route, because that's who won. Or the Yuri route, sorry. Even my brain wants me to say, I love you. Here we go. You'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monika told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me that I know what's best and I will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help get things back the way they were.
I see.
Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression.
Is this what it feels like? To get stabbed in the chest? I should write a poem about this.
Sayori!
It's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here. Just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're also right that I just wanted it to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Smalarie. I'll trust you with anything. Anything at all. So,
Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. Ah! Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm so shocked I don't know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori! I'm left helplessly standing in front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having so much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should have been doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm gonna give her everything I got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend, and I will do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. Oh, Jesus. Oh, man, I feel so weird. All right. I am going to quickly check the files. Actually, I'm going to click off the game, and you can check with me. All right, gang, I'm back. All right, I just wanted to check. Oh. That's new. We also need to check the characters folder, because the game does things where it like deletes things. So, looks like everybody's all here for now. But there's a new thing, happythoughts.png. And I was mentioning this. I thought this was going to come way earlier in the game. No, it comes here. Let's take a look at this. Yep. This is where it gets dark. Alright, back to the game. It's the day of the festival. Of all the days I expected, I expected this one to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I consider going to her house to wake her up, but decide that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations of the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently roll it up to take with me. She sends a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably see the same way as Natsuki talks about the event. I'm a little excited for it to be over, so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monika, I'm sure the event will be great too.
Smalarie! You're the first one here. Thanks for being early.
That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monika is placing little booklets on each side of the desk of the classroom. They must have been ones that she prepared to have all the poems we were performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monika would like and submitted it. So, that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. Dummy. You'd think on days like this, that on days this important, she'd try a little harder. I say that, but suddenly I remember what Sayori told me yesterday. And I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all.
You should take a little more responsibility for her, Smalarie. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You know, you kind of left her hanging this morning, you know?
Exchange? Monika, you knew about that?
Of course I do.
I'm the club president after all. But, I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about that quickly? About how I basically turned down her confession? That makes me really seem like the bad guy here. But I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right? Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Huh? Monika's being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I feel a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check up on the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grab one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Got a little choked up there. Whoa. Yeah, I thought so too. I flip through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving an almost professional feel. I recognize Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the other ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flip to Sayori's poem. It's different from the last we practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. What the fuck? Alright. Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head! Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she says to me. Get out of my head before I show how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Smalarie? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. More importantly than that, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go get Sayori, so, well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself, Monika calls out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have just tried a little harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up, even if the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs, and that's all I want to give her. I've reached Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. Isn't that more something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside of Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy! There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of like a breach of privacy? But she really leaves no choice. I gently open the door. Sayori! What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be! This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I knew it was best and that everything would be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession. That had to have been what pushed her over the edge. Her agonized screams still echo in my ears. Why did I do that? Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and gave her what I know she wanted out of a relationship, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do can bring her back. This is some kind of game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. And now I will carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 Oh my gosh. Let's go check those files. Let's go characters. Oh, yep, she's gone. Holy shit. I think all the girls are possessed or some shit. I don't know. I don't even know what to say right now. Well, just so that way I can save, I'm gonna wait, hold on, load game. It's still there. Oh. Oh no. What the I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend that you would never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would just oversleep more and more frequently, and I'd get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, just as I sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let her catch up to me, it's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I always walk to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time that I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I feel content just getting on the average while spending my free time at games and anime. There's always an anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. I'm gonna save here. I'm gonna end it off here. Oh my god, that was messed up. So yeah, that was really messed up. I got like genuine shivers now. Without further ado, I'm gonna end things off. Love you, and sayonara.